On December 10th, 2023, I streamed for the first time a looter-shooter title named Warframe. My emotions were mixed due to being rather upset with another looter-shooter that I occasionally like to rant about on this channel. I instantly fell in love with the game, quickly realizing that it was full of a story that I wanted to know more of. Now, almost a full year later, I've learned quite a lot about being a rank 26 player. I've made video guides on various weapons and warframes, and taught people lots of useful information. But, for the next 10 minutes, this is 10 minutes of useless information about Warframe. Currently, there are over 700 weapons, warframes, pets, spaceships, and miscellaneous items that you can collect and show off to your friends. In addition to this, leveling every single one of these will net you mastery points, which will max out your mastery rank. Some are worth 100, while others are worth 200. In 2023, the S-tier warframes decided on a bunch of people on Overframe.gg was Wisp, Saren, Octavia, Mesa, and the Void Rig, although the last one is only available in select missions such as open world activities and Railjack. The most common mod people will probably have duplicates of their inventory is Redirection. As of the recording of this video, I have over 500 of them and then sold them because I needed endo. Due to how easy it is to obtain, everyone will, at one point, collect a small mountain of Haro chassis blueprints after running relics for a few hours. I've played for almost a year and have nearly 400 of them. The total value, if you are curious, is 1,354,500 credits. Rhino is often the first warframe people will collect due to him being on Venus, the second planet in the star chart. You obtain him by fighting the Corpus boss Jackal on the node Fossa, and buy his blueprint from the shop. As a side note, the total price to craft this warframe is 70,000 credits. Primes are special variants of warframes and weapons that often come with shinier reskins of both frames and weapons. They offer slight stat changes and different polarities for mods, but most people really just care about how shiny they look. Noise is the stat with weapons that shows how enemies will react to you firing your weapon. Most people might not care about this statistic, however, if you wish to be a super stealthy warframe, this is something you may want to pay attention to. Fun fact, the Latron Prime's noise marking is alarming. I think that means that they will hear it. Many different warframe names are based off of real names of either people, places, or mythology. Some are gods like Garuda, who is a Hindu deity, or odd creatures like Wukong, who was based off of a character from the book Journey to the West with the same name. Dark Sector was one of Digital Extreme's first titles and is considered by many to be the precursor game to Warframe due to its early dev ideas such as players being bounty hunters and assassins. While they didn't end up going with this route, instead moving to a story about spies and zombies, you can still see how the game inspired many concepts that you see in the game today, along with keeping the name of the protagonist the same. Warframe weapons come in many shapes and sizes, however each of them are in a small set of archetypes. This includes rifles, shotguns, snipers, bows, launchers, semi-automatic, automatic, charged, dual weapons, beam weapons, thrown weapons, blades, claws, fists, gun blades, heavy blades, hammers, polearms, scythes, glaives, and special weapons. If you're curious, my favorite weapon out of all of these is the rifle. It's basic, but beautiful. With the release of Duvary Paradox, Digital Extremes gave us Incarnate Genesis, a special tool used to upgrade previously underused weapons to transform their gameplay, and hopefully encourage more people to use them. Some of the most popular have been Strun, Dread, Latron, Lex, and Paris. Which one is my favorite? Strun. Strun rocks. Strun will f*** you up. Unless you're infested. Then it probably won't. Floofs are one of the many ways you can decorate your orbiter ship. You can obtain them through a variety of ways, and often they resemble different types of animals that you can encounter through the game. This is the Lotus Floof. You can obtain it during the 10th anniversary of the celebration for the game. This is also the Roller Floof. It rolls around like a beach ball. It is amazing. Hildren is a warframe that, unlike all others, uses her shields as her currency for casting abilities as opposed to energy. This means most of Hildren's builds consist of having so much shields that even Haro is lacking. Hildren is also the muscle mummy, and I can relate to her on a personal level. The founders are a special group of people who purchased different packs of Warframe when it was still in its early days. The amount of people who own these accounts are a little thin, but every time you see a special Excalibur, you know you are in the presence of a legend. This is Clem. Clem is a good boy. Clem likes to go treasure hunting with you every single week. You should go do it with him. These are his Grikatas. They are his favorite weapon. This is the Prisma Grikata. It is shiny, and I love it. Fashion frame is the term used to talk about Warframe players who spend time making their Warframes look fashionable. This is also considered by many in the Warframe community to be the endgame due to how expensive it becomes paying for cosmetics to dress up your little infested nightmare. The Gara Warframe gets her name from the Japanese word for glass. She's also known as the Glass Warrior and sadly perished protecting the Tower of Unum, a living entity that is made out of living flesh. Oh yeah, by the way, Unum is a living tower of flesh, and if you are curious, yes, the people of Osteron extract and consume parts of the tower according to its wisdom and permission. Apparently, it is also a female. That's weird. One of the many ways people decorate their Warframes is with different chest plates. This is the Diva chest plate. I wear it to all my meetings. Only serious business while saving the world. The Steel Path is the hard mode of Warframe. In this mode, you redo every single node in the game, only with some added challenges. Every enemy has plus 100 levels, 250% health, shields, and armor, and offers a 100% bonus to drops, mods, and resources. While this game mode is fun and a great way to test your build you've made, most people tend to only do it when there are special missions, or to clear it once. The Wisp Warframe is considered by many to be the best Warframe in the game. Why? She has cake. Lots of cake. During assassination missions, if you slay a boss before it can finish what it's saying, it will typically finish what it's saying even after they lay dead at your feet. The only place this doesn't seem to be the case is when you encounter a corrupt version of Captain Vor in the Duveri Paradox, whom when killed will stop him speaking immediately where he lies. Relics are special Orcan-era rocks that contain one of 6 prime pieces within. With these, you can craft a variety of prime weapons. This is the A16 Axii Relic. I have 4 of them. This is the Aferis Prime Receiver. It's the gold drop and has a 6% chance to drop when you make the relic flawless. Hydroid is considered by many to be the worst Warframe in the game. For the most part, this is due to the power creep of other Warframes doing what he does, only better. This is kinda sad since he has tentacles and looks like a pirate, but they are reworking him. So that's nice. Puncture is a damage status that's effective mostly towards Grineer armor. It also reduces damage from the enemies who receive the status. This is really nice, especially in the Steel Path, but it is not nice if applied to you by another enemy with their own status weapon. The Oricans lived in immortality by undergoing a ritual called Continuity. During this somewhat gruesome ceremony, an old or even recently dead Orican would invade the mind of a younger individual and overtake their minds. With the old host gone forever, only the old Orican left in the body would remain. While this practice seems to be for the most part shamed on in modern day, Kuva, the material used to conduct this ritual, is still coveted by the Grineer Queens, probably to create Kuva Liches. On November 8th, 2018, the Fortuna Update 24.0 released. It added Orb Valis, the second open world in the game, right behind the Plains of Eidolon. Orb Valis is actually a great place to grind Aya, making it a favorite spot to chill. Get it? It also has the Solaris, a group of robot people. This is Mastery Rank Test 20. It is one of the easiest ones in the game, but I failed it because I went too fast. Don't do what I did. Go slow. Mirage is the 20th Warframe released and has one of the best subsume abilities out of all others. Eclipse, the ability, either boosts your attack or gives damage reduction based upon if you are in light or darkness. Needless to say, with lots of ability strength, I have seen over 300% in extra damage. The Sergeant is the final boss on Phobos' planet and is sadly a joke. It looks like he was meant to be more of a Corpus boss when he first came out, even being named Nefanyo, but because there's already another guy named Nefanyo, the Sergeant might just be stuck as the worst boss in the game that honestly can be shot with a few point-blank shots. This is Gatva Prime. It was released during TennoCon 2023 as a free Twitch drop. It's a really good weapon, and in the right hands can do lots of slash procking and hit crits pretty often. Here is my build if you're curious. Pause and copy if you like. On July 19th, 2020, one of the Prime mods that you could buy from Baro Katir was Primed Rubido-lined Barrel. And lastly, one of the worst rated weapons in the game, according to Overframe.gg, is Cronus. Sorry, Vor, nobody likes your sword. Whew. Well, there you have it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to include every single thing I wrote down. I actually wrote down about 4 pages of extensive notes. Some of this stuff I felt like was a little bit more informative. Some of it was, yeah, definitely useless, and you probably didn't need to know in order to enjoy the game. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed that video. I actually really enjoyed making it. And I do want to give a special thank you to one of the biggest creators in my life that has made his own series, Austin McConnell. Thank you very much for making your 10-minute series. Well, now it's up to 30 minutes, but thank you for making that. And if you enjoyed this video, Mr. Random Viewer, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I deeply appreciate it. Holy cow, this has been very fun to make, and it took me like a couple of days to throw it together, but I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want more useless information about Warframe, let me And if you want more useless information about Warframe, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. I'm always interested to see what people are saying. Anyway, you have a good one. Bye now.